And the batter will be for
Junior.
not even close there. And we're underway. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach.
Tatis runs. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Machado.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that is out of play.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the air, left side. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 1-0. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Gavin Sheets.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Arise at first, 1 gone. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
Fans, don't forget to enter our Big Seat Upgrade Raffle. You and your entire party could win the chance to sit right behind home plate. Get Can't get any closer to the action than that, all courtesy of your friends at MLB The Show.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Swing and a ground ball. Fires across the diamond. One out in the top of the first. Luis Arraez stands in.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 4, Luis Arraez.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Throw on to Freeman. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Manny Machado in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Right through there for a strike. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Swings and misses. Padres go down 1-2-3. And we're back.
Leading
now
off
it's the
for
second
the Reds,
baseman, Curtis Mead.
Curtis Mead.
Rogers back to work. Hammer, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Caminero at the plate now. That's ball one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The 1-0. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Mullins makes the grab, one away. Christopher Morel digs in now.
Christopher Morel.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
The pitch. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Mead coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 8-1. In there safely. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh.
The catcher, Cal Raleigh.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Mariners take the lead. 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI.
Cal Raleigh now at the plate. Doubled his first time. A little bit low. 1-0.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
1-1. High fly ball out towards left field. And a foul ball. Two outs. Ripped on the ground to second. Horner over to first. And that will end the inning. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Well, these Mariners just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
1 away. First and second, no outs. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball could be 2. To Horner at second for 1. On to Bush. It's a double play. One down. Cal Raleigh will hit next. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Washington Nationals going up against Ecuador. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Ecuador Heat.
About to get started here. And on the hill in this one, Clark Schmidt. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Up now for Washington, Ahmed Rosario. And that's through there for a strike. And this one is off and running. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Grounds one to short. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. There's a strike.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is James Wood. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Squeezes it, and that is that. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Mike Soroka. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Ecuador,
now the third baseman, Scott Rolen. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Just missed. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. Now it's Devers at the plate. And he grounds one to the right side. Sends it to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 1 out, base is empty. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Liner snagged it first. And now it's going to be Evan Carter.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Batting fifth.
So a man at first. Ian Happ up to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now C.J. Abrams. Schmidt back to work. Fought off foul. That one misses. 1-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Rolen hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away now. Dylan Cruz stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Kyle Tucker. Right side, hard hit. Over to Lowe. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Luis Aparicio. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Struck him out looking. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Hank Greenberg. This one popped up. Ruiz settles under this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Top half of the third inning, and now it's Luis Garcia.
The second baseman, Luis Garcia.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out to short, Aparicio. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Alex Call, the next to hit. Clips the corner. 0-1. Call in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Fly ball to right. Tucker on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Bill Mazeroski. That's to third. Rosario. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rolen.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Line drive. Wood makes the catch, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Rafael Devers up to hit. Grounded out his first time. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He'll circle the bases. It's 2-0. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jorge Posada. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swings and misses. 0-2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Well, these Nats, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. He's 0 for 1. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Check swing, called strike. Two outs, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back. Now it's going to be Evan Carter. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And that drops in for a strike.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout.
Number 8,
digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
Nope, outside.
And the 1-0 misses low. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's in there. And it's 2-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
One down, base is empty. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Back to the mound. It hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. So here's Kyle Tucker now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Tap foul at the plate. 2 outs.
Ball.
Well struck, right field. Adios, pelota. And they boost their lead. It's 3-1. So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Aparicio. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's the 3rd out. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
Number 33, Nathaniel Lowe.
Schmidt back to work. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Happ makes the grab, 1 down. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals.
Now
he's 0 for 1.
Right fielder Dylan Cruz.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run. It's 3-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Alex Call digs in now. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Hank Greenberg.
First baseman, Hank Greenberg.
And there's a ball. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Fastball for a strike. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Really protecting with two strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Mazeroski stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Jose A. Ferrer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now here is Scott Rolen. On the ground to third, boots it. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Base knock center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him. So I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside though. So a good adjustment to shoot it back.
He makes the catch, and there's two down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Carter in the box now. No balls and a strike.
All ones the count.
Now 1-1. Devers leads off first with two down to the inning. That one the other way, and it stays fair. To third. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. Swing and a miss, and that is strike one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Goes down looking. So the Nats lineup turns over. Now here is Ahmed Rosario in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that K brings him into double digits for the game. So up next, Jacob Young, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Young goes 5 feet 11 inches, 190 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round. Mazeroski throw on to first. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now Ian Happ. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
The right fielder, number 30,
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. Ground ball right side, but that rolls foul.
Ball, that's in.
To the right side, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting.
Runner on at first with one gone. Luis Aparicio getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That one the other way. Garcia to second. Abrams over to first. Safe. And here's the first baseman, Hank Greenberg. 1 for 2. Aparicio on the run. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Runner at second, 2 down. Off the plate inside, 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, James Wood. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Tied him up inside with that one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's C.J. Abrams now. That one's in there, 0-1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. And down on strikes. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one. Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. And ball 1. That one not close. And now 2-0.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Two outs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they're chipping away. It's 5-3. Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. it's strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Jackson Rutledge.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Mazeroski in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. So digging in, Scott Rolen. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Just missed.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Swings through that one for strike two. Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's two away. And here is Devers.
Rafael Devers.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that one out in front that time. That one missed. That's off the mark. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now here is Jorge Posada. Over to low, and the inning is over. We go to the 8th, stepping in, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia. Now pitching.
Hal Newhouser will take over here, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here's the DH for Washington. Alex Call. Lined into right. And there's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ruiz in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Rosario in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. And 1-2. That one lifted to left. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Young. Curveball over for a called strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Andrew Chafin.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Carter, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a ground ball to first. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Number 8.
Ian Happ now at the plate. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. That one fouled off. Bases empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's softly on the ground left side. Rosario tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting,
Kyle Tucker, the next to hit.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Pulls that one foul. Two down, nobody on. And that one is inside. On the ground right side, Garcia jumps, throws on the money. Nice play. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and now up for Washington, James Wood. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. He's 2 outs away. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals.
Abrams.
Fastball for a strike. The Nationals down by a pair here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and a count is 0-2. Line drive. They got it for out number 2. So it's their last chance in this one. And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. Fouled off left side. 2 outs. Breaking ball misses down and away. They're down to their final strike. The Nats down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. The 5. Back in Anaheim, second inning set to go. And now Matt Gorski. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you.
Back here at Angel Stadium, top of the second, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Matt Gorski. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Shanuel sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Anderson back to work. Strike one. Hit hard on the ground to short. Zips it across and quickly one away in the second. And there's a foul ball. That one inside. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. That one's in there. 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him looking. And one away. And we're back. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Matt Gorski. Anderson back to work.
That's the ball.
Anderson ready to work.
Hey, wait a
And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Matt Gorski. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one outside, and that's ball one. That's in there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing it. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Adios, pelota. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Randy Johnson. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Mike Trout leading things off and takes a strike. Line drive to short and caught. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Jeter on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Gil Hodges. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. That's to third. Over to Arenado, and it's a 1. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. The throw in. And he's out. Trying for 2. Scott Rolen digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Chris, I wonder what coaches in the league say when they first get the schedule for the season.
Well, I imagine it's a combination of excitement, hope, and a splash of how in the world are we going to get from Cairo to Seoul to Lima in a few days?
1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ground ball left side. Slinging it to first in time. Devers now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. If I were in charge, I think I'd give the schedule to our travel secretary before giving it to the coaching staff. We're not getting to any of these games without that crew.
If you're a traveling secretary for a team in the GBL, you definitely deserve a raise.
And that one fouled off. That one catches the zone, and the count 1-2. I can imagine players are waking up in their hotel rooms wondering, what city am I in? That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. No outs. Runner at first. Now at the plate, Ted Simmons.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Here's Mookie now. In the dirt, well done behind the dish. lefty the 1-0. There's the strike. Man at first, one away. Just missed. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fast.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they take the lead. It's 2-0. One down. Here's Yordan Alvarez. And that's in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, and they get the out on Alvarez.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that. Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful...
Slings it across, and that is the inning. Now into the ball game on defense, Aaron Judge. He takes over in right. Here's the catcher to hit, Hunter Goodman. In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jimmy Garcia. Now the left fielder, Adam Dunn. Laser, could be extra bases. Goodman rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. He'll score easily, and it's a one-run game.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Here's Derek Jeter now with a runner in scoring position. That's in there. Strike 1. And fouled off. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He's safe. It's 2-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That's a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive.
New pitcher now, Trevor Hoffman. First and second, no outs. Here's Kyle Tucker. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play. Now it's the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Definitely one of the bigger ones in this game. So that double play is going to be one we look back on when this thing is over. Big time execution both on the mound and in the field to get 2 right there.
Judge tracks it down for the out. On to the third inning. Here's Trout.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Johnson back to work. Fought off foul.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 2.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
Now pitching. Raisel Iglesias.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So up next, Carlos Beltran. 0 for 1 so far. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Next to hit, Gil Hodges. Grounded out his first time.
Gil Hodges.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. In there at the knees, and the count even at 1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. 2 out, space is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for any.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike, and that's a stolen base, not even close.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Billy Wagner.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters Gonna have to pick it up early if they're gonna have any chance.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swings through that.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swung on, belted. Adios, pelota. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they walk it off and win it 3-2. A 3. And here is Sosa to the plate.
21, Sosa.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And the 0-2. That one to first. Can't glove it clean. First and second,
Right fielder,
2
number
outs.
21,
Sammy Sosa, the next Cub to hit.
Sosa.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. First and second, 2 outs. And here is Sosa to the plate. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And now,
The right
Sammy
fielder,
Sosa,
number 21,
0-2 in this one.
Sosa.
Meyer back to work. And a foul ball. And he swings through that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Next offering way off the plate.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. And here is Sosa to the plate. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
What a stop. There's one. On to first. Ow, double play. Just got it there in time. So digging in, Sammy Sosa. On the ground, 2 ball.